100 Civics Questions and Answers in Order 2X. 2008 Version Civics Test, Part 4. Questions 46 to 60. Anne and Mark are seated at the dining table again. Mark looks confident as they prepare to tackle the next set of questions. Anne has her stack of flashcards ready.
Ready for Part 4, Mark? Today, we'll go over the next 15 questions. As always, I'll read the questions, give you 3 answer options, and you pick the correct one. Then, I'll explain the answer in detail.
I'm ready, Anne. Let's keep going.
Question 46. What group of people was taken to America and sold as slaves? A. Europeans. B. Africans. C. Native Americans.
I think the answer is B. Africans.
Correct. Millions of Africans were forcibly taken to America as part of the transatlantic slave trade. They were enslaved and forced to work primarily in agriculture until slavery was abolished after the Civil War. Question 47. What are 2 cabinet-level positions? A. Secretary of State, Chief Justice. B. Attorney General, Vice President. C. Secretary of Defense, Speaker of the House.
I think the answer is B. Attorney General, Vice President.
That's right. The cabinet consists of key advisors to the president, including the vice president and heads of federal departments, such as the Attorney General, who leads the Department of Justice. Question 48. When is the last day you can send in federal income tax forms? A. March 15th. B. April 15th. C. May 15th.
I think the answer is B. April 15th.
Correct. April 15th is tax day in the United States, the deadline for filing federal income tax returns. If this date falls on a weekend or holiday, the deadline is extended to the next business day. Question 49. When was the Constitution written? A. 1776. B. 1787. C. 1791.
I think the answer is B. 1787.
That's correct. The Constitution was written in 1787 during the Constitutional Convention in Philadelphia. It established the framework for the U.S. government and has since been the supreme law of the land. Question 50. Who is one of your state's U.S. senators now? A. Answer depends on where you live. B. The vice president. C. The Speaker of the House.
I think the answer is A. Answer depends on where you live.
That's right. Each state elects 2 senators to represent them in Congress. The names of your state's senators will vary depending on your location. Question 51. How many justices are on the Supreme Court? A. 7. B. 9. C. 12.
I think the answer is B. 9.
Correct. The Supreme Court has 9 justices, including 1 Chief Justice and 8 Associate Justices. This number ensures a diversity of opinions while avoiding ties in decisions. Question 52. What does the Constitution do? A. Declares independence. B. Sets up the government. C. Establishes state laws.
I think the answer is B. Sets up the government.
That's right. The Constitution establishes the structure of the U.S. government, defining the roles of the legislative, executive, and judicial branches, and guarantees individual rights through the Bill of Rights. Question 53. What is one right only for United States citizens? A. Freedom of speech. B. Vote in a federal election. C. Freedom of religion.
I think the answer is B. Vote in a federal election.
Correct. While some rights, like freedom of speech, apply to everyone in the U.S., only citizens have the right to vote in federal elections, such as choosing members of Congress or the president. Question 54. What stops one branch of government from becoming too powerful? A. The president. B. Checks and balances. C. The Constitution.
I think the answer is B. Checks and balances.
Correct. The system of checks and balances ensures that each branch, executive, legislative, and judicial, can limit the powers of the others. For example, Congress can pass laws, but the president can veto them, and the courts can rule on their constitutionality. Question 55. Who lived in America before the Europeans arrived? A. Native Americans. B. Africans. C. Pilgrims.
I think the answer is A. Native Americans.
That's correct. Native Americans, also known as Indigenous peoples, lived across the continent for thousands of years before the arrival of European settlers. They had diverse cultures, languages, and societies. Question 56. Who signs bills to become laws? A. The President. B. Congress. C. The Supreme Court.
I think the answer is A. The President.
Correct. Once Congress passes a bill, it goes to the President for approval. If the President signs it, the bill becomes law. If the President vetoes it, Congress can override the veto with a 2/3 vote in both houses. Question 57. What is one power of the federal government? A. To print money. B. To issue driver's licenses. C. To provide schooling.
I think the answer is A. To print money.
That's correct. The federal government has the exclusive power to print and regulate currency, ensuring a unified monetary system across all states. Question 58. When must all men register for the Selective Service? A. At age 18. B. At age 21. C. At age 16.
I think the answer is A. At age 18.
Correct. All male U.S. citizens and immigrants between the ages of 18 and 25 are required to register for the Selective Service. This ensures readiness for a potential military draft, though the draft hasn't been used since 1973. Question 59. Name one U.S. territory. A. Puerto Rico. B. Hawaii. C. Alaska.
I think the answer is A. Puerto Rico.
That's right. Puerto Rico is one of 5 U.S. territories, along with Guam, American Samoa, the U.S. Virgin Islands, and the Northern Mariana Islands. These territories have local governments but are overseen by the U.S. federal government. Question 60. Why do some states have more representatives than other states? A. Because they have more people. B. Because they are larger. C. Because they were part of the original colonies.
I think the answer is A. Because they have more people.
Correct. The number of representatives a state has in the House is based on its population. States with larger populations, like California, have more representatives than smaller states, like Wyoming. Fantastic job, Mark. You're doing really well. Let's review more next time.
Thanks, Anne. Your explanations make everything clear. I feel more confident with each session.